How would you like to make $50 an hour? You can do this full-time or part-time. And in this era of the great resignation, this can be your opportunity to work for yourself and to be your own boss. All you need is a vehicle and a cell phone. And we're going to jump into it in this video. Stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel for more money-making information. In my new ebook, I have a list of field inspections and property preservation companies in all 50 states. I made over $100,000 a year in this industry, and you can download the book in the description of this video. Thank you for tuning into my channel. For this channel, it's dedicated on showing you ways that you can make money, and we all love to do that. So in this video, I'm going to show you a way where you can make money using your vehicle and your cell phone, and that's by doing mortgage inspections. Now, mortgage inspections is what it sounds like in its name. It's attached to the mortgage industry. Now, there are certain homeowners who can be in default with their loans. So the mortgage company or the bank will like to see if that home is still occupied. Because when many people get behind, some people just leave the home and move out. And the mortgage company want to make sure they can secure that property so it will not suffer damage when they foreclose on the home. Now, with mortgage field inspections, there are various types. There's occupancy checks inspections. And with those inspections, they want to see if the home is occupied. Many a times they want you to reach out to the mortgager to see if they're there by leaving them a door card or handing them a door card. And they will want you to just take very quick pictures of the property. It will be the right side, left side, front of the home, and also to get a address itself, like the address number on the home, street sign, and a picture of the street view. This you can do very quickly. These inspections only take you about 5 minutes. Maybe 6 minutes if a person is just getting a feel of it, but you will do it in a application in your phone. So it will go quickly, and then you can fill out the form where they will ask you a couple of questions on the detail of the property. They also have inspections, which is bankruptcy inspections. These are some homeowners who may be filing for bankruptcy for one reason or the other, and the bank want to see the condition of the home. A lot of these bankruptcy inspections, you got to be very careful. You will not be making contact whatsoever with the homeowner, and so these go really quickly. It's in the same format. They want you to take pictures of both sides of the property, front of the property, also to get an address number and street sign and street view. But these, you want to make sure you're going to be standing far back and you're not contacting the homeowner in any way, shape, or form, or anyone around them. So these are done quite quickly. Then they also have actually walkthrough inspections. These are properties that the homeowner most likely left and they went and secured the property, and you would do a walkthrough and take certain pictures of the mechanical, kitchen, bathroom, and certain details that the mortgage company would like to know. Now, these kind of inspections take a little longer. I have been paid for these inspections from $10 all the way up to $50, depending on the contractor. But these inspections can just take you at tops 10 minutes, 15 minutes, to be honest. They can go very quickly when you know what you're doing. And you will get access to this property because there will be a lockbox with a code that will be included in the inspection. And you will have keys, what we call HUD keys, for these inspections also. Many of these inspections, there will be certain stickers that the company itself would give you, so you can put notices that this property is vacant, and anybody who want to find out or contact the details of this property, they will give that mortgage servicer a call directly. So we're going to review certain actual companies that has these inspections. Now, there are companies that we call the larger bank companies or larger property preservation companies that get this work directly from the big banks and the mortgage companies themselves. And some of these are Safeguard, MCS, to name a few. But with those kind, you can directly work with them. But the thing is, sometimes they want insurance liability and certain requirements in order to work with those companies. And so what I suggest, you're better to work with subcontracted companies. So there are subcontractors that they give that work to, and there are bigger subcontractor companies that have a number of independent contractors working with them, like myself or yourself. And with that, they take on a state or a large territory in a state. So that can be overwhelming for a person who is just coming in to this industry. You are better off by working for one of those companies, because they will just give you a town or a city to work in. With them, they have a whole territory that can cover northern or central of a state, or the southern end of a state, and that is a large territory. So they are looking for contractors like me, you, yourself, a friend, whoever, to work that area that's local in that area. And with these kind of inspections, if you are in a metropolitan area, you would get to the next location really quickly, because they give you a number of these inspections, and they have their own due date, and they are the due dates vary. So you may get 200 or 500 in a month to complete these inspections. And what you would do is use what we call routing software. Me, myself, personally, I use Microsoft Streets and Trips, but there is other software out there that you can route that for absolutely free, and it will take you from your front door to the next closest property and line them up the quickest way so you can complete those jobs. Now, with these jobs, when they are compact, you can do about 10 to 20 in an hour. Me, myself, personally, I was doing 20 of these in an hour, and hourly, you can make money really quickly. And some of these companies will pay you, these contracting companies will pay you different ways. Some will pay bi-monthly, some will pay monthly, and some will pay you weekly. But you would want, if you want more and more work, you would contract with more than one client that you would have as an independent contractor. So some of these guys work regionally, some of these guys work nationally, and they do have their own training occasionally. One of the requirements will be a background check. Unfortunately, if you do have a criminal background, they will not be working with you, because the banks don't allow people that have criminal backgrounds to have this kind of sensitive bank information, because you will be dealing with people, banking information, who are the mortgagors on this accounts. So let's go through these websites, and I can show you some of these companies that are dealing in the mortgage inspection industry. Now, here is a company that also have mortgage field inspections, and this company is a nationwide company for inspections, And let's go into some of the details of the services that they offer. So as you can see here, they have exterior occupancy verification. So the way those inspections work, it's because that mortgager is behind on their mortgage payment, and the mortgage company wants you to come out and see if the property is occupied. So we went into details on how that worked to see if they're still living in the property, because many of them will leave because they're afraid of going through the foreclosure procedure. Now, when those homeowners leave and that property is reported as being vacant, what happens is the mortgage company comes out to secure the property from further damage. And so they will secure it, and then they will make sure that they winterize the property. So when they sell it and they go through foreclosure, they're able to sell it and retain the value of the property. So then it will turn in an inspection that they will have inspectors to complete, which is an interior walkthrough inspection. So it's a vacancy walkthrough inspection. And so you will walk through and take particular pictures that they are asking for to make sure the condition of the property is maintained in a certain order. Also, you will have insurance loss draft inspections that mortgage companies issue, or banks that have mortgages will issue, because what happens is when a homeowner have a loss with a fire, the mortgage company with that insurance money has to hold that to make sure that the house with the mortgage is put back together in the exact way that it was originally, because the bank has a lien on that property because it has a mortgage, and they want to make sure if they ever get that property back through foreclosure, that the house is in the proper condition so they can resell it. Now let's check out here where they have jobs that they're offering for contractors, and you will be able to go here, and as you can see, they have offerings in all 50 states. So you will be able to see if they have anything that you can apply for now in your local area to be a contractor. And so these are the states that you can check out. And like I said, they have in all 50 states where they have work in this industry, so you can check this site out. Now, I have another site that I want to bring you guys, and we're going to check that out. Now, this is another company, National Financial Services, and they have the same and offer the same type of default services for different mortgage company and big banks. So these are the types of inspections they offer, all in the mortgage industry category. So you have delinquency resolution types of inspections, property preservation inspections, foreclosure inspections, and all of these are in the mortgage industry. This company is also a national company, and so they offer these services in all 50 states. So this is another company that you can contact and see if you have any work in your local area where you can become a field inspector for these companies. Now, I have a book that I just put out, and what you're going to do is make sure you guys, when you come down to being a field inspector, you want to contract with many companies. So you want to have more than one company that you're working for, so you can get a great volume of inspections to do on a consistent basis, especially if you want to do this full-time. Even if you're doing it part-time, you want a couple of contractors to do this with in order to get a nice flow of work. Many of these properties that you will receive when you're working with these companies are going to be the same properties you go to over and over again. So you will have a situation that you're going to know that address and what that property looked like after doing it a couple of times, because it will be the same properties that you're going to the majority of the time, unless another property fall into default in your area. So I will leave the links of the description. I will leave the links for these websites in the description of this video, and you can check this out for yourself. I'll also have my book that you guys can get with different contracting companies in your local area and other national companies that will be in the description of this video. So for everybody that asks me, hey, do you have companies in my area? Pick up that book. It's a company in all 50 states, a couple of contracting companies that I did the research and composed in my ebook for you guys with an overview of the field inspector industry. It also, if you're interested in going to the property preservation side, I will be bringing in information with that in upcoming videos. And it also have property preservation contractors where you can do the same on the contractor side to be a property preservation company on that side of the table, working with mortgage companies. And it's the same thing. And for bank mortgage with grass cuts, certain repairs that you can do to these vacant properties. And if you're a handy person or know a person that's handy, you can do that side of the business. And if you really don't want to do the inspection side, I did that side of the business. Me and my father, we did strictly the grass cuts on that, and it was very lucrative. So I'm going to have a video coming up, and we did clean outs on how we did that. I first started here on this side doing the inspection side, and then I went over into the property preservation. So I hope this was informational. Make sure you pick up that book. If you have any questions, make sure you put it in the comments section, and I will be bringing more videos on other types of inspections that you can do in this industry, and I will present more companies for those types of inspections. So I hope to see you guys in the next video.